Hello. So I just gotta rant a little bit because I was gonna record this like 30 minutes ago, but NVIDIA Shadowplay just refused to work. It either just like did not record any audio or just kept switching my goddamn source for my mic, which is like, why is that a thing? Why does it keep doing that? But I digress. Okay. So I have for you today the Felarx. This came out, I don't know when it came out, but I wasn't playing the game at the time, so a while ago. So it's an original incarnon. What's special about it? It has 5 evolutions instead of 4, like the typical adapters. So yeah, let's take a look at it. Evolution 1, weak points hit, charge the incarnon transmuter, so headshots as usual. Reloading it then switches it to the incarnon form. Yeah, and then what does the incarnate form do? Why does it not say? Okay, it just doesn't say, I guess. I don't know. So evolution 2, you can choose between 3 thingies: attenuated accuracy, kinetic baffle, and frictionless flight. So you could go for honestly any of them. It's perfectly up to you. It's preference really. I just like the projectile speed, even though you will get projectile speed from mods, which we'll get to. Okay, evolution 3, dual mode chamber, evolved autoloader, and mounting momentum. So this one, reload toggles the weapon between 100% projectile speed and 4-meter punch through, which is weird because it's basically random. I think it depends on if you reload from even or odd. I'm not really sure, but I personally don't really like the randomness, but it's up to you again. Evolved autoloader, if you're the type of person that switches between weapons a lot, then this would probably be good. Reload increases fire rate by 10% per shell. So this one would be, of course, I feel like it would be the go-to. Because then you basically don't need a fire rate mod. Evolution 4, brutal edge, crit chance, status chance, not bad. Headshots built 50% more incarnon transmutation I cannot speak today. Transmutation charge. And racking wrath, plus 20% status chance, minus 10% crit chance. So you would think that's bad, right? But look at this. Devastating attrition. For non-critical hits, you get 50% chance to deal plus 2000% damage. So it's basically, if you don't crit, you do crit, if that makes sense. Well, if you don't crit, you have a chance to crit. Yeah. Ruptured plentitude on punch through 3 enemies, plus 70% ammo efficiency. I did try it out. It does not work for the incarnate form, so nah. Agile executor, also nah. So here we go. Let's look at some builds. So I don't have a beginner build for this because, well, I don't believe a beginner will get their hands on this for first thing, and I mean it's not really a beginner friendly weapon, to be fair. But yeah, okay, I have a confession. I will say my title is a little bit clickbaity, but I will explain myself in a bit. So yeah, this is my recommended build. You could also replace either Blaze or Chilling Grasp with Barrage. So here I went with replacing Chilling Grasp instead of Blaze. And yeah, so let's go through the mods real quick. This is basically just a pure damage build, because if you don't crit, you will crit. No, if you don't crit, you get the damage bonus. So you just want as much damage as possible, and you do not want to build for crit. I have tried building for status, but it doesn't work really well. Speaking of the incarnon form, it's not great. It doesn't really kill shit, at least from what I've tried. It's got a high status chance. I mean, you can build for it. I will say it's pretty fun to use it because of impact. It feels really like an oomph, if you know what I mean. But I personally wouldn't go for it. I will probably use it for fun occasionally, but generally just use the normal mode. You're basically devolving the weapon. Yeah. So, damage build. We've got point blank. You'll notice my mods aren't fully fused, but you know, I'm lazy. It's alright. But I have 8 formers on this thing, so that was a mistake. I actually wanted to swap polarities between 2 of the slots, but well, you know, slippy fingers. I don't even know how it happened, to be honest. But yeah, I just added an extra, I don't know what they're called, the V to it, which was a mistake, so I had to correct it by adding another dash. That's how I ended up with 8, or else it would have been 6. But yeah. So Galvanized Hell for multi-shot, Point Blank for damage, Savvy for status chance, Tactical Pump, reload speed. Now this is technically optional, but I mean, look at the reload speed. Just look at the reload speed. Do you really wanna wait 3.7 seconds? That's a long time. And yep, Arcane Merciless helps as well, plus 30% reload speed. There's also Shotgun Vendetta, which I do not have maxed, which is why I'm not really using it. But at max, it gives plus 180% multi-shot and 75% reload speed, which is really good. Really good. Yeah. And then Galvanized Savvy, status chance. It's mainly for the damage as well. Prime Charge Cell and Contagious Spread for corrosive, because you want as much damage as possible. And then here is the weird bit. So I guess this would be kind of an unconventional build, at least from what I've seen. So Blast, typically people don't really use Blast, but it got a buff, and I think it works kinda well with this. Of course it doesn't, the Blast doesn't exactly kill, but it does deal damage depending on what target it is. So if you're like shooting at a heavy gunner, and then beside the heavy gunner there's like I don't know what they're called, but one of those enemies that hold a knife, yeah, they will take damage, like a significant amount, and then afterwards you can probably like just shoot people around it and it will die from the blast damage. Though I will say No, what am I saying? Oh yeah, so because of the blast damage, you've already dealt some damage to it. Even if you like whiff half of your pellets, you can still kill them, if that makes sense. I think I'm making sense. Hopefully I'm making sense. But yeah, so that's my reasoning behind Blaze and Chilling Grasp. But if you don't like it, you could replace Blaze or Chilling Grasp depending on what element you want. I will recommend Blaze, I mean not Blaze, Chilling Grasp, simply because, well, you have more damage. So if you just have more damage. If I do this, 15,000, 18,000. But yeah, I'll show you. Oh yeah, and also galvanize acceleration for the fall off and projectile speed. Corvex has probably nothing. I have not. Yeah, it's fine. Ignore it. So I have no buffs, no nothing. Let's take a look. So these are corrupted heavy gunners, level 190. As with all galvanized setups, you will have to build it up. As you can see, the blast damage doesn't do that much, to heavy gunners at least. But when it's like a group of enemies, and there's a mixture of enemies, the really weak ones, they could die with this. Or maybe this plus a few pellets, which still makes killing them faster in my opinion. But yeah, that's that. You can take a look at it again. Oh yeah, what was it called? Evolution 4 something? No, Evolution 3 something autoloader. You can see it on the top right here, mounting momentum. So you'll see the fire rate has increased. This is a single target weapon, I will say, but I really enjoy the weapon personally. There you go. There's also the one with shotgun barrage, so it's up to you, Chilling Grasp or Blaze. Blaze is actually really nice, because compared to, I mean, it just gives you a lot more damage. More damage, more better. Yep. Simulate. I like to use it in burst. I will say this probably one-shot most things. Yeah. But I like to use it in like a 2 to 3 shell? 2 to 3 shell burst. Yes. So yeah, the title is a bit of clickbait. Okay, maybe it is clickbait, but you know how it is. Alright, so I have a riven for it. Riven dispo, absolutely dog. But if you get a good riven, minus crit. Ooh, minus crit. So you have an even higher chance of getting that bonus from the Evolution 5. Devastating attrition. So I rolled 55 times. That's not too bad, to be fair. When I was trying to roll the Tord Riven to sell it, I rolled it 208 times, so... But this is where all of that came from, so... You know. I would say it's worth it. So I have multi-shot, heat, and minus crit. All three of those are very, very good. Only thing is projectile speed. It is useful. It is useful. But it could be better, but I'm not rolling it again. But yeah, I have a lot of projectile speed. Plus 51, plus 30, and on kill as well. And also from Evolution 2, even more projectile speed. But yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. You can see the fire rate was slow there, but instantly it's just way faster now. There you go. Oh, there's one more. But yeah, in a group of enemies where there's a mixture of enemies, the blast does do some damage. Or you could also, if you don't like shotgun barrage, just more damage, I guess. Incendiary shell, chilling grasp. I mean, that's blast. Chilling incendiary cell, basically. Yeah, if you don't like the blast, incendiary cell. There's also Seeking Fury. You get a little bit more reload speed and some punch through, which is quite nice sometimes, to be honest. Just for the sake of it, I will show the incarnon form. But be warned, it's not great. Oh, it is affected by the autoloader mod. I mean, I say it's not great, but it's not too bad. It looks like a big area of effect, but it's honestly, it's not that big. Like, look at that. I'm hitting him if the edge of my crosshair. Oh, not even. Yeah, the edge of the crosshair has to be over the target for you to hit. The only thing is, this would be good because there's so much punch through. But yeah, it is a pretty cool. It packs quite the punch. I guess it feels like it. Doesn't perform as good as it feels though. And it looks sick as well, to be honest. Whoa. But yeah, that is basically it. I don't think there's much left to cover. Yeah. So I'll try Corrupted Heavy Gunner Eximus. Just to see. Because this, I feel like, is one of my strongest weapons there is. It's pretty good. See the blast? It's dealing damage. But yeah, there you go. The white crit monster. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. Comment anything you want. If I missed anything, be sure to tell me. And yeah, thank you for watching. I just recorded that video on what was it called? Felarx. Yeah, I just remembered something. So my build is slightly different from, I think, what the conventional build is like. There are some people that goes for just straight damage and no reload speed at all, which is fine I guess, but do you really want to wait 3.7 seconds for a reload? No. And then there's also a build from Lazar. I'm sure most of you probably know who he is. I use his videos as reference a lot of times. But yeah, I think his build is really good as well. Though you will need to have primed ammo mutation and primed tactical pump. I mean, you don't need to have them, but it is very nice to have them for his build. But yeah, that's all I wanted to add, really. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.